Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, the kind of storm that's headed our way tomorrow will require at times just a snow brush, but also an umbrella. There'll be some rain with this. Also, as we check out live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar with a very dry atmosphere in place, crystal clear skies, and obviously very cold. Temperatures now dropping through the teens, never getting out of the 20s today. So not anticipating any precipitation for tonight. So staying dry with a slow increase in the cloud cover. And a wintry mix on the way for early Tuesday morning, which will eventually change over to a plain rain. And there may be some street flooding in the afternoon. Of course, the storm drains are clogged up. Water has nowhere to go. Downtown Providence, clear. That's it. Only 18. A light east-northeast breeze at 5. Humidity very low, very dry right now at 49%. It's down to 15 in Taunton. Upper teens to low 20s along the South Shore. Westerly 22. 18 in Providence. Block Island at 21 degrees with partly cloudy skies. You can see the clouds off to our south and west on the increase. Of course, the precipitation is still off to the southeastern United States. As far as any significant snow with this storm, notice it's really confined to roughly the Mass Pike north into northern New England with perhaps over 10 inches of snow. Further south you go, and that includes most of our area. Only small accumulations before that change to rain. We'll show you those numbers in just a second. But it's this system right in here across the Carolinas, this area of moisture that'll work northward overnight through tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Now, initially, obviously, there's cold air in place right now, but it will get scoured out with milder air off the ocean. So it's really a little bit of everything. First starting as wet snow, going over to an icy mixture of sleet and freezing rain, then eventually changing to all rain. But before that changeover takes place, most of our area are an inch or less of slush and sleet. Northwestern suburbs, let's say north and west of 295, western Kent County, 1 to 3 inches. But notice the amounts go up as you get closer to, say, Worcester and Springfield and the Mass Pike. Over 6 inches of snow. And even up here, a transition to sleet is likely. So for this evening, no weather problems. A slow increase in the cloud cover. Obviously very cold. 11 o'clock in the evening, we're at 16 degrees. And for tomorrow morning, it's wet snow, sleet, and freezing rain. 23 early on, rising to 33 later in the morning, and then in the upper 30s in the afternoon. And while we do anticipate that transition over to a plain rain, it's the kind of situation where southern suburbs see the change to rain first. It takes longer for the northern suburbs to go over to plain rain. And again, with a lot of these storm drains clogged with ice and snow and the rain in the afternoon, heavy at times, water has nowhere to go. So there may be some standing water, at least on some of these secondary roads. So be aware of that. Tomorrow afternoon, any leftover frozen precipitation going over to a steady and heavy rain. However, the northwest corner of the state, it may be a while longer before you transition over to plain rain. So just be aware of that northwest corner of the state in the afternoon. Still some leftover frozen precipitation. 7-day outlook showing better weather on Wednesday, mostly cloudy, just a flurry or a sprinkle, nothing significant. Dry on Thursday. Next storm system on Friday will be cold enough for a mostly snow situation. That one's worth watching. Accumulations are possible on Friday before we set up for a very cold and dry weekend. Maybe some flurries on Sunday. Look at the high temperature, only at 25 degrees. So a little bit of everything on the way for tomorrow.
Wow, okay, thanks, Tony. Coming up next.
I'm on Gallegos in New York. Doctors are coming up with some new guidelines